The melodies will take you through different emotions. A local TV talk show is on the rise, and we have the latest insight from the Downtown Project. So stay with us. Front Row Center begins right now. Welcome to another episode of Front Row Center. I'm Nakia Berry.
And I'm Randy Fainrich. Over the last few years, downtown Las Vegas has become the mecca for local entertainment, and one series is doing everything it can to keep it that way. Where TED Talks meet talk shows, it's the Downtown Podcast.
I'm here at the Downtown Podcast, which films live at the Scullery. They say they want to make a big city feel small again. So let's take a look.
There's so many interesting entrepreneurs downtown, and there's so many great ideas that we wanted to bring those people onto the show and create a platform for them that's not them talking at somebody in an academic sense. Like, we want to see them like playing bingo or Twister or goofing around and like the person, the scientist behind it, and then go learn about their research on your own time.
It's silly, it's fun, it's sophisticated. It's everything you've ever wanted in a talk show.
All right, who's got the best talk show in Las Vegas?
We do!
Who's gonna leave it all out there on the set tonight?
We are!
Who's gonna have a lot of fun doing it?
We will!
This late-night talk show with big ideas has a cultural criteria for choosing their guests.
Are they entrepreneurs? If they're an entrepreneur in any sense of the term, like they're thinking about something different, and it changes our mind, then I think they're a qualified guest.
Thanks to a community volunteer group, what started as a party 3 years ago has evolved.
People just came to watch this like audio podcast, so we grabbed a video camera, then it turned into like a 5-camera shoot, and it's still an entire volunteer. All 14 people, our PR people, our social media people, everyone's just pure volunteer right now.
I love the show. Yeah, I'm gonna come back. Shame on me for not coming sooner.
So, that was the Downtown Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm Sean, reporting for Front Row Center.
Be sure to check out the Downtown Podcast every Thursday night at 9 p.m. at Scullery, located inside the Ogden. Now here's Nakia with our special guest performer.
We have singer Lily taking the stage right now. Hi, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so you have the floor right now, so just take it away.
Okay, thank you. Isn't she great? I've got my eyes on you. You're everything that I need. I got my heart, love, and emotion. Endlessly, I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I got your heart, love, and emotion. 'Cause you're a young girl and you know it. You act so different around me. Oh, you're a girl and you know it. I know exactly what this could be. Just hold on, we're going home. Oh, just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to face these things alone. So just hold on, we're going home, going home. Take off my heels, we take off for the sun. Yell out all our secrets, no one's listening but the wind. Poison in our veins, but we don't even care. The world could be listening and we just lay there and stare. Everybody wonders where we could be. My head rests to your chest, listen to that heartbeat. I love it when you're smiling while you're howling at the moon. 'Cause nobody nowhere does it like you. Oh, I'm gon' ride by your side till I die with you, baby. Am I ready? If I said yes, I'd be lying. All I know is when the sun goes down, we laugh 'cause we don't sleep. And it's the only time in my life I've ever felt free. 'Cause we gon' ride, fall asleep on the tide with the world at our backs, with nothing left to hide. As long as you promise me that you'll never be satisfied, I'm gon' ride till I die. Oh, yeah. 18 on a shotgun surprise. Get down on her knees. She saw her life before her eyes. I turned around, I was staring at chrome. Shotgun watch the storm. It's got security good. Shot back over countertop, keep telling them I'm not your shooter. Oh, my hands up. They want me with my hands up, but I keep telling them I'm not your shooter. I'm not your shooter. No, 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 no. I think that they think they want me to surrender. No, but I won't do it. No, but I won't do it. No, but I won't do it. No, mama. I think that they think they want me to surrender. Oh, but I won't do it, no, I won't do it. I'm not your shooter, no. Thank you.
Why did you choose those songs that you just sang for us?
I chose them, may I?
Sure.
Okay. I chose them due to the news lately, what's in the news lately, the Mike Brown and the police, you know, and the race issues. It's a really old song. It's actually a rap song by Lil Wayne called Shooter and Robin Thicke. And I like to sing rap songs, mostly hardcore, like, you know, Waka and hello? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great then. Like, you know, hardcore songs to feel like I'm like a thug. You know, it makes me feel accomplished a little bit in my own way. But that song just really like touched me when I tried it out. It just was like, it moved me, so I just wanted to share it. I posted it and it moved other people too.
Where can we see your music?
I currently am just writing. And I came back from London. Unfortunately, my mother was in the hospital. And I worked on an anti-bullying campaign. I taught choir at my little sister's school at Johnson. And, you know, we passed like an anti-bullying law, and that was great. But my real passion, I believe, is writing. I went right back to school, and like I got published almost immediately. So like that's what I'm focusing on right now.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing more of your writing. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your beautiful voice with us, too.
Thank you for sharing your beautiful voice with me, though.
Don't go anywhere because we're just getting started. Front Row Center will be right back.
No one chooses to get breast cancer. The only choice we have is how we will deal with it.
We were lucky. Before we were ever treated for breast cancer, we planned for life after breast cancer. We made the choice
that breast cancer would not take something away from us.
Unfortunately, not every woman knows her choices. And for the sake of all women across America, that has to change. And you can help make it happen. The American Society of Plastic Surgeons is supporting a bill that will help make sure women who are facing breast cancer surgery are told about all their options. It's called the Breast Cancer Patient Education Act.
Every woman has a right to plan for life after breast cancer.
But too many breast cancer patients are being left in the dark.
Help us bring this important issue to light. Call your member of Congress and ask them to support the Breast Cancer Patient Education Act.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Las Vegas is great for all the different places you can go to. We have Red Rock, Hoover Dam, Lake Mead, Mount Charleston, and we can't forget about another tourist attraction, Western-themed Old Nevada.
Las Vegas is more than just lights and casinos, something that is evident if you take a drive through Red Rock Canyon. Just 10 minutes west of Las Vegas, in the heart of the canyon, lies a place called Bonnie Springs, or as some people call it, Old Nevada.
1952, Miss Bonnie bought this property, and she had a barn, a bar, and a house on the property. She got married a few years later and built what you see today. She built this for the education of children, for the pleasure of adults, and to bring history to where it should be that people never forget.
Whether you're a visitor to Las Vegas or a native, Old Nevada has entertainment for people of all ages.
They come back to the Old West. They see how people lived in the Old West through the antiques, through the wax museum. They can see the different people that built this country and actually built Nevada. They can go to the zoo and see animals that they've never seen. They can go horseback riding. I mean, there's a lot to do here.
Children also learn many things by visiting Bonnie Springs, such as gun safety.
You get to live in the past. How many people get to do that? You get to come out here, have fun, relax, enjoy yourself in a safe environment.
Bonnie Springs is a place full of history and fun for your entire family.
From Johnny Carson to John Daly, talk shows have been a staple in American television for decades. But for the last few seasons, Las Vegas has had its imprint on late-night television as well. Joining me now is Will Edwards, executive producer and host of The Will Edwards Show. Will, thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I want to take a step back. I mean, you're in your 5th season now, but let's go back a minute to the genesis of the show and the concept and how the idea originally came about.
Man, that's a good question. And I've answered this question a lot, but one day I'll just give you the quick answer. So one day, you know, you're watching television and you're seeing a lot of stuff on TV. Right. A lot of very negative stuff on the news. Worst place to walk your dog, worst place to raise a family, worst place. And then I thought, you know what? There has to be some great people in Las Vegas. Let's do something where we really feature the great people of Vegas. Right. So it came out to, let's do a talk show. That'll be great. No one's doing it in town. My business partner at the time, Henry Clark, said, okay, let's do it. And then we started. Yeah. And it's in its 5th season, as I said. 5th season. Yeah, so you're about to wrap the 5th season right now. Yes. You know, what do you think the next step for the show is, or what are your plans for the show? How far do you want to see it go? Well, you know, I mean, I guess everybody has that dream. I mean, if you get into this, I'm sure you do too, but if you get into something like this, you want to look, hopefully it'll go national. You can figure it out, get it onto the national scene, get some attention, get some focus on Las Vegas and the phenomenal guests that we've had on the show. Yeah. Well, you're known now for having a certain character on on the show. You also, you know, have an affinity for the arts and for theater and stuff like that. That is true. So, you know, explain to me or tell me what are some of your other hobbies or jobs or interests outside of the talk show? Wow. Outside of the talk show, that's a good thing. I like fashion. I like comedy. I'm right now hosting a comedy show downtown at the Scullery. It's called We Funny Comedy Show, and it happens the 2nd Friday of every month. And we feature 4 local comedians. I host it, so it's giving me a chance to do some stand-up comedy, which is terrifying, let me just tell you. But it's a thing that I'm interested in doing. You know, soon, fingers crossed, going to be doing some singing shortly. Oh, okay. So you do. Yeah. You want to get into? Are you more of an R&B, or is it opera, or is it? How do you describe that? I think I'm going to start out doing some jazz. Okay. And we'll see where it goes from there. I have a gospel, gospel background, so okay. We'll see what goes down. Yeah, right. More terrifying, singing on stage, comedy on stage, acting on stage. Singing, well, that's hard. That's a good question. Singing, probably because I haven't done it as much. Comedy is probably a very, very close second. Acting, it's okay for me.
Right.
But those two, very, very close.
All right. I want to get into more serious for a bit.
Sure.
September 7th. Why don't you explain what that day means? I know it's your birthday, but
Yes,
to the show, what does it mean, and how? And you know, you're giving back to the community, not only talk shows and comedy shows and this and that, but you're actually doing a lot of charitable work. So explain that to me.
Well, the director of development for the show, her name is Chelsea Cruz. She's also my manager. She came up with this idea to ask the mayor to proclaim September 7th the Will Edwards Show Day a couple years ago, which was very, very nice. So we decided we'll take that day and we will do an event and we will give the money to charity. So that is basically what we've been doing since 2013 when we first got it proclaimed. We didn't want it to be about us. We wanted to really be about the charity.
Is it one charity or is it a couple different charities that you give back to?
We really love 3 Square.
Okay.
We love it because it provides food for people in Nevada who do not have the means to eat, especially children, and you can't expect kids to get educated if they're hungry and their mind is on eating. So we really love 3 Square, but we'll probably be branching out to a few others as well.
That is amazing. Will, thank you for being here so much.
Thank you, young
it.
man. I appreciate it.
You can catch the Will Edwards Show at 1 a.m. every Thursday night, Friday mornings on UNLV-TV. When we come back, how one company is contributing to the most popular local spot in Las Vegas. Stick around.
If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
We have a job to do out here today.
To be a winning team, you have to work like a winning team.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong.
Looks like a lot of work's going into this.
This is what it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The Action Team.
Action Team! Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
I don't think anyone captured my first steps on camera. I was the 5th kid, and by that time, first steps weren't a big deal. I was 16 and driving home with my brother Ben. A distracted driver hit us. Ben died on impact. I had 47 days in a hospital bed for reality to settle in. With a major spinal cord injury, doctors said I would never walk again. But deep down, I knew I would. I prayed that every day. Family, friends, strangers, all started to pray for me to be able to walk again. The progress has been slow, and the victories hard won, but I feel the prayers.
Whether you need support in a tragedy or just to make it through a bad day, prayer can make a difference. America, let's come together by believing with each other.
For someone to come alongside you and say, I'm going to believe with you, it means a lot.
Welcome back. Renovations have been done over the last few years to revitalize Las Vegas's beautiful downtown district, and thanks to this company, it's still expanding. Let's toss it now to Nikaya with more.
Right now, we're sitting down with Maria Phelan, Communications Director for the Downtown Project. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on the show. It's exciting to be here.
Yeah, so the show is not only entertaining, but we also educate our viewers as well. So tell us what the Downtown Project is.
So Downtown Project is a $350 million investment into revitalizing or helping to revitalize the downtown area.
Okay, so why does it even exist? Tell me about the purpose of it, and specifically it being in downtown Las Vegas.
Okay, it exists because it was created by Tony Hsieh for the most part. He's the primary investor in that $350 million. And he had the idea for making that investment into revitalization around the time that he decided to move his Zappos campus downtown. He was looking at different things that could be done with the campus, and instead of just making it a totally inclusive campus where it's cut off from the rest of the community, he really liked the idea of NYU's campus, where it kind of blends into the community and you can't really tell where the campus ends and the rest of the community starts and vice versa. So Tony decided to set aside $350 million, and it was broken down into $200 million that went to real estate and development, $50 million that went to tech investments, $50 million to small business investments, and then $50 million to arts and education. And it was in that downtown area that's near the Zappos campus because that's kind of where his home base is.
So it seems like community is a big aspect of the downtown project.
Absolutely. You know, community means different things to different people, but it's absolutely something that is for the local community. It's for the tourist community that come and visit. It's really for everyone, and it's just really important that it's not just for employees of Zappos or employees of Downtown Project. It's revitalizing the city for everyone.
So tell me about some things you've accomplished so far.
We've had a lot of great accomplishments. You've probably seen, hopefully you've been to a few of our different properties that we own and operate. There's the Gold Spike, which is on Las Vegas Boulevard and Ogden. That has been wildly successful. Downtown Container Park, which is on Fremont Street and 7th. Also wildly successful, and that is a collection of shops. There's about 38 different shops in there. It's a really interesting shopping and dining outdoor experience. It was built from 43 shipping containers that were repurposed for this, and then 41 Extreme Cubes, which are manufactured actually locally by Ahern. And so it gives it really a unique look, a unique presence, and it's a great place for new businesses, for first-time business owners. It's really a great incubator for those types of businesses.
Yeah, I actually covered a story on the Container Park last season on Front Row Center.
Great.
So are there any new projects you guys are working on or anything recently new?
Absolutely. There are a couple of things that are very new. We opened a market. It's a small urban grocery, and it's actually just down the street from Container Park on Fremont Street. So that's something that we're very excited about. It was something that was definitely needed in that community. We also recently, one of the businesses that we invested in that recently opened is a bookstore. It's an independent bookstore. It's called the Writer's Block. It's located on Fremont Street between 10th and 11th. And it's just a really great place to go and get books. They sell kinds of like small gifts. They sell they sell like teas and things like that. So it's a really, really great little spot. It's very near the Bunkhouse Saloon, which you may have heard of. It's a bar that's been here since, I think it was, the original building was built in 1947. It's been operating as different types of bars since 1953. It's really been, we put a lot of investment into turning it, actually, it's always been a great venue for music, and we put a lot of investment into really making it even better for that. So it was renovated starting last summer before last. It reopened this last summer in August. And so it's a great spot for live music. It is a 21 and up venue, but it's a great spot for, you know, drinks, for food, and for live music. We're also invested in another music venue called Wheelhouse, and that will be opening right next to the Bunkhouse. We're hoping to see that open sometime this summer. And then the final piece of that is a record store called 11th Street Records. It's an independent record store, and then it's also going to be a recording studio.
Well, it's a lot of great things all these locals could check out. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
What other events do you have around town for us, Alyssa?
Here's what's worth checking out this week, Las Vegas. On Saturday, February 21st, you can see the legend Billy Idol at the Chelsea in the Cosmopolitan. If you're ready for a good laugh, check out the transformation of the Trailer Park Boys at the Joint inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino this Sunday evening. Check out the Brooklyn Bowl this Monday and see Fantogram. Known for their small-town roots in upstate New York, their newest album comprises hazy pop, dark spheres, and rhythms into an original sound. The champagne will be flowing and the gin will fizz in the hilarious Tony-winning musical comedy, Nice Work If You Can Get It. You can catch this roaring 20s musical on Tuesday at the Smith Center. Chart-topping music group Rascal Flatts brings the first country residency, Rascal Flatts Vegas Riot, to the joint inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino this Wednesday. For you club-goers, see the Australian blonde bombshell Brooke Evers at the Beat, presented by the Light Nightclub. Premiering in theaters Friday, catch Will Smith and Margot Robbie in Focus. Nikki Sprugon is a seasoned con man who becomes romantically involved with an attractive young woman. While introducing her to the tricks of his con man trade, she shows up and throws him for a loop. That's what's going on this week. Now back to you, Randy and Nakaya.
Well, we wrapped up another great show, Randy. I was able to actually check out the Downtown podcast downtown, and that's a great thing for people to go to.
Yeah, that's really cool. I had no idea about that. You know, downtown has gained so much momentum over the years, and it's just become the place to be if you're a local. You don't want to spend a lot of money on the Strip. You go downtown to see all your friends. It's really cool to notice that people are doing these little web series and talk shows to let you know about local artists and, you know, food spots and comedians and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see that stuff going on.
There's a lot going on downtown, and that's one of the reasons why we had the communication director right here on set with us to give us the latest updates on what's happening.
Yeah, I don't see downtown slowing down anytime soon. I just see it expanding over and over. That'll do it for this week for Front Row Center.
Remember to check us out on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at FRCLV and hashtag FRCLV to let us know what's trending.
For direct inquiries, email frontrowcenterlv@gmail.com.
This is Front Row Center, where art and entertainment collide. See you next week, Las Vegas.